Hey guys, this is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 8, 2025. Wow, it's so fast, yeah? I see myself wishing Merry Christmas already. No, just kidding, of course. So the weather here in Germany is, today it's still pretty cold, but I saw the weather forecast and it says it's going to be like 15 degrees plus Celsius. It's crazy. And I will see. So for me, everything is hot. What's over 15 degrees Celsius, you know that already. I don't like the heat and so on, but we will see. So everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go.
VoodooDE.
So guys, one of the most important VR games comes to Meta Quest 3 and 3S. I'm talking about Into the Radius 2. It's a really nice open world shooter, survival shooter I would even say, because you really have to handle the low ammunition and so on. You have to check out the enemies and so on. It's not easy. It's not a wave shooter, definitely not. And it's a great game. You should definitely check out my video. And it's coming in Q2 2025 for $40. And I have to say it again, guys. I told it to you in the last weeks and months. It's not coming to Quest 2 anymore. So there are still some new games coming also to Quest 2, but the most important games, and I count Into the Radius 2 to the most important games, only come to Quest 3 and Quest 3S. So if you want to play the newest standalone games, you should change to the Quest 3 or Quest 3S. Sooner or later, better sooner. Yeah, and they say they have the same features and content as the PC VR version, but some features will launch first on PC VR and later on Quest. I'm looking forward to that. Perhaps I do a comparison video again. I have to check out if I have time for that, but it's very interesting. Yeah, and unfortunately this week we have some more bad news, to be honest. The first one is Metro Awakening failed to meet the revenue goals. The game is from Vertigo Games, and I wonder about this because it's a really good game. Also, the people said it's a pretty good game. Yeah, when you check out the store. Yeah, it says, the rating is pretty good and so on. Yeah, I also tried it myself. Yeah, and it's really, really not a good thing that they failed to meet the goals because it's one of the bigger and one of the best games last year, 2024. Phew. I have no idea why. I mean, of course, we don't know what they expected. Perhaps they expected something like Beat Saber or so, I don't know. But it's of course a bad thing when a company failed their goal, failed to achieve their goals. But it's always not a good thing because we all know that. Yeah, Meta also said, we will focus on free-to-play stuff and so on. I'm not happy with that. And if we hear these news again, that's going in the wrong direction. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I hope they will not stop developing VR because Vertigo Games is one of my favorite VR developers. We will see in the future. Yeah, and the next bad news, unfortunately, the studio called Toast Interactive behind two really important VR games, Max Mustard, this is a really nice jump and run platformer. That was a really great game, I showed that on my channel. But the second thing they did is an even more important game, it's Richie's Plank Experience. This game is really well known in VR. So you have a plank and you're standing on a high building and so on, and it's crazy. It's also used by VR arcades and so on. And unfortunately, they had to lay off most of the stuff, and also they closed their office. Yeah, that's insane. I can't really believe it. Why is that? Yeah, so it seems like. They are all struggling. I don't know why. Perhaps people don't buy VR games anymore. I don't know. What I noticed is, perhaps you've seen it on my channel, I made some small clips It's yeah, it's I would say just it's made for kiddies that they have some fun to watch, and I recorded some clips about I am security. Yeah, so you are a security of a nightclub, and you have to decide can the people go in and not. And there are some funny clips, and they have much more views than my normal videos. So it's definitely going in the direction of yeah, like casual free-to-play stuff, I think, or just that people just watch stuff and don't do it themselves. I don't know. However, this is not good news, and I hope we will not hear this too often this year. Let's continue with some good news. Okay, Thief Simulator. This is a really nice game where you have to steal stuff from your neighbors or whatever. Really great, because in real life you can't, or you at least shouldn't do that. Yeah, to steal stuff from people. And in VR you can do that. Yeah, without going into jail. And they sold 300,000 copies only on Quest headsets. And that's pretty good for such a game. I didn't expect that. I mean, the game is good. Yeah, it's a nice distraction from all the other wave shooters and stuff. And it's great. Yeah, it's also available on PlayStation VR 2, but I think most revenue comes from Quest headsets, of course, and they also have a DLC and so on. The thing is, I don't fully understand why Metro Awakening was not successful and this one was. But we still don't know the expectations of Vertigo games with Metro Awakening. Perhaps they wanted like 5 million sales and they only have 2 million. I don't know. But it seems like 300,000 copies was really good for Thief Simulator, and I'm happy that they achieved that. And look at this. Meta already announced the date for the next Meta Connect. It's in September. It's on 17th to 18th of September 2025. Yeah, it's a really early announcement. Yeah, and the thing is, what will they show? I'm pretty sure they will not show the Quest 4. I think they will show the Quest 4 next year or so. But perhaps I think they will focus on the Horizon OS. Yeah, because Google is coming with Android XR. And also, perhaps they will show some augmented reality stuff. There are rumors that they will show or at least produce something between the Ray-Ban Meta, that's audio augmented reality without display, and the Meta Orion in the future, the full AR headset. Something between that, perhaps a Ray-Ban Meta Plus with a small display or something like that. This is what I can imagine. By the way, I really love the Ray-Ban Meta. This weekend we will be in Belgium, not VR related, just private. And I always take my Ray-Ban Meta with me. I can hear music, I can listen to WhatsApp messages, and I can, of course, record really smooth, stabilized videos and so on. Also, my wife takes her Ray-Ban Meta with her. That's we always do it. It's a really great device, and I'm looking forward to the Plus one. I don't know, whatever that is. That's I think what they will announce, and also perhaps Horizon Worlds something. Yeah, that's what. Perhaps even they show more of the Meta Orion headset, which I'm looking forward definitely most. And we will see. I'm not sure if I get invited again because they will not show MetaQuest stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. Perhaps not. We will see. Okay, guys, Gorilla Tag. Yeah, Gorilla Tag is one of the most important and most popular VR games. And to be honest, I never understood that. I tried it 3 times since it was out, and I always thought, what the heck is that? Why is everybody playing that? Because there are so many good VR games and they're playing this. What the heck? So I know the reason. The reason is, let's be honest, 95% of the young people, the kiddies, are playing this game, and it's free to play. So you don't have to pay something. You can pay like for some cosmetics in-game or so, and that's the reason. Yeah. And this is also why there is now an unofficial successor. It's called Orion Drift. And this game is with not with gorillas, but with robots. It's the same style with the movement and so on, but now you are in a multi-level arena in a space station and so on. You can have some fun with other people. Yeah, and this time I will give the game a chance. I will show it on my channel. Hopefully I can show it on my channel. And I'm absolutely, I don't have any expectations because I don't like a gorilla tag, but perhaps this one is better. We will see. And yeah, next week. Yeah, next week is the early access. We will have a look. So this news is on one hand is good and on the other hand not. So the good thing is Meta takes $50 million and gives them to developers that generate nice Horizon worlds. So but the reason is not a good one, because the reason is that many developers are struggling to have good revenues and they're going on a green line. It's just very hard for them, and the reason is we know this from the last news. A shifting demographic of headset users. So when everything started, people were in my age, or at least 25 to 55 or something like that. Sorry, and since the Meta Quest 3S or so, many kiddies are getting into VR, and of course they don't have much money, they don't want to pay much and so on. That's okay, of course that's okay. But that also means they are struggling, the developers. And now Meta says, each month we will pay out bonuses from the Creator Fund to the makers of fun and engaging mobile and mixed reality worlds. Yeah, that's very interesting. And it's also interesting that Meta talks about mixed reality worlds. So they use the word mixed reality now for virtual reality and augmented reality. That's strange. Yeah, it's really strange because mixed reality, in my opinion, is when you see your real environment with virtual objects. That's mixed reality, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, whatever. That's the same. Do you remember Windows mixed reality headsets? Microsoft some years ago announced Windows mixed reality, and it has nothing to do with mixed reality. It were just virtual reality headsets, so it was a little bit confusing. Yeah, so they will pay out money for people or for developers that create good and fun and engaging Horizon worlds. Very interesting, but yeah, we will see if that is the future. So Mark Zuckerberg's vision is the metaverse, you know that. But if they think Horizon worlds is the metaverse, I think that's a fail. It will not work. Yeah, it will not work. Perhaps in the States, many people are in Horizon worlds, but here in Europe, nobody cares about that. Yeah, and in Germany, nobody is in Horizon worlds. Yeah, and that's bad. I mean, I love Horizon worlds. It's good. I love it. Yeah, but nobody cares about that, and this is not the future when nobody cares about that. However, you can now download or use a desktop editor for Microsoft Windows to create your own Horizon world. If you are a little bit experienced in developing and 3D design and so on, then you can create your own Horizon worlds. That's pretty good. Yeah, so make sure to check it out if you like. And yeah, we will see. Perhaps they will do something cool with the money. We will see. So guys, and we already know the VR Games Showcase will be soon. It's on March 11, 2025. And now we already know that some of the cool, or at least nice games will be announced. The first one is Wrath Aeon of Ruin VR from the Flat VR Studios. This game is non-VR normally, and they completely made it in VR. And I'm pretty sure this is really good. Then we have RoboQuest VR, and I think the biggest announcement is Hitman World of Assassination for PlayStation VR 2. But I don't have any hopes for this game because they disappointed me so hard. I'm a big fan of Hitman, and they fucked up every single VR version of this game. They were so bad. The controls are bad, the graphics are bad. It was a disaster. Yeah, I'm really angry about this. And when I try Hitman World of Assassination for PlayStation VR 2, and in the first 60 seconds, I will see a logo or a hint that says, push the A button to climb this ladder, I will definitely deinstall it instantly. It needs to be VR and not a gamepad game. So, as you remember, you had to push the A button to climb a ladder. I want to climb a ladder with the VR controllers. I want to pour poison with one hand into the coffee of the guy that I should kill or so. I don't want to press a button. Also, with the weapons in Hitman, you had to push a button and then he reloaded. There was an animation that reloaded the weapon. What the heck? We need VR controls for Hitman. Otherwise, I will definitely not show this game again. I swear. So we will see. I'm still looking forward to the VR games showcase. And let's check out the releases this week. On MetaQuest, we have Selena Mind at Large. This is a really nice adventure game where we are in the mind of a girl. Yeah, and it's a very abstract world. We have to solve puzzles and so on. I made a video about this. Please keep in mind that we have the Quest coupon list. Just search it here, Selena Mind at Large, and then you get 10% off if you click on this link. I also have a new tab here in the sheet where you have party games. You find the game, the coupon code, and my video to the game. So make sure the list is in the description and in the first pinned comment. And then on Steam we have Horror Royal. This is a multiplayer co-op horror survival game. Then we have Dopamine VR, a first-person puzzle adventure. Then Journey to Impossible, an action adventure. You are an Apollo astronaut. And then Ashen Arrows. This is a defense wave shooter with a bow and arrow. And then Shopping Crafts Magic Good. You have a magic store and you have to craft stuff and brew some stuff for crazy customers. And on PlayStation VR 2 we have Mutant Boxing League VR. So this is a workout boxing game. Yeah, these were the releases this week. Yeah, and let's check out the sales. On MetaQuest we have The Last Clockwinder, nice adventure for $9.99 now. Pixel Ripped $19.95, a nice retro action game $13.99. Audio Trip, a music rhythm game $14.99. Lego Brick Tales is a nice adventure as well, $14.99. Laser Thief, a nice mixed reality game that I showed on my channel, $6.99. Into the Black is an action adventure, $11.99. Silent Slayer horror game, $9.99. Ghost Giant, nice adventure as well, $3.99. And on Steam we have Until You Fall, roguelite game, 50% off. Propagation Paradise Hotel, survival horror action game, 50%. And The Morrigan is a nice adventure role-playing game, 75% off. And on PlayStation VR 2 we have After the Fall, zombie multiplayer shooter, 70% off. And Very Bad Dreams, a crazy horror game, 80% off. Yeah, guys, as I said, the MetaQuest games are in the description below. In the Google Sheets, you get 10% off every MetaQuest game. Make sure to check it out and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE